Of late, I see my teenage child being extremely arrogant and disrespectful towards elders. It is really getting difficult to handle the temper tantrums in a teenage child. What should I do as a parent as I feel completely helpless?
Okay. The first thing you need to do is introspect. Whether you have been or are disrespectful towards your own elders, which in some form is being emulated by your child. If that is so, you need to, for the sake of your child, demonstrably change your ways and express regret for whatever you've done. Having said that, there are three things you need to look at in turn. One, as I said, is you need to change your ways if that is relevant. The second is you need to talk to the child and explain to them how it is socially unacceptable and it has implications for everybody concerned. It's not just an implication for the child alone, but for everybody in your family, because socially it is not acceptable for the child to be misbehaving in this manner. Thirdly, you need to explain to your child that it is not good for them to do this. Because there are two different things that happen. One, of course, is that they might get socially ostracized. But the second part is there is an impact on how their own life is going to turn out to be, which will have or which will get influenced in a significant manner by how they treat their elders. So, this is something that you should convey to the child. Having done this, you need to understand why the child is actually doing what they are doing. Because in many cases, the child does not have complete control over their actions. There are hormonal changes that are happening which are fairly stressful, and then teenage is also the time in which the child is moving away from the protection of the home into the wild, big world in which they are not protected except by their own devices. And this can be very stressful. So, this overall picture is something that needs to be understood. And once they are convinced that what they are doing is not necessarily the best course of action for them, you need to provide them support to help them find a way out of these compulsions that keep taking possession of their psyche from time to time. Once you do all of this, most likely your problem that you're worried about will get resolved.